basketball tournament and a couple of Missouri River Activities Conference rivals matching up tonight as the Lynx of Abraham Lincoln make the short trip across town to take on the Stars of Sioux City North. Brian Clark, Ryan Matheny here with you for a game in a jam-packed activity center here at TJ. We've seen some fans trying to file in, trying to find seats here the last little bit. Whether they've been successful, I'm not exactly sure, but one thing we do know, this one should be fun. Winner to state, and there's going to be a few points scored.
Yeah, buckle up and get ready. We're going to see some teams flying up and down the floor. Both teams really like to score the basketball. It always provides for a fun game and a fun atmosphere when you have something like that going on. So, yeah, we'll be seeing the basketball go through the hoop a few times. We'll be seeing the scoreboard, making sure that it works for all the digits.
You saying we're going to hit 100 tonight? Is that what you're trying to say?
I hope so.
Oh, that'd be something. These teams have played twice. They both won on their home floor. For North, that was an 87-75 win in mid-December. For Abraham Lincoln, an 81-65 win in late January. The Lynx got here with a win over Lewis Central, 75-57. That was on Friday night. The Stars got a big win over Sioux City East, 78-73 on Friday night. You look at these teams. For Abraham Lincoln, they can do it in a number of different ways. Tony Bonner, though, huge the other night for the Lynx.
Yeah, he is a big part of this Abraham Lincoln offense, and he really gives them kind of a safety net. When a team, is not shooting well from beyond the arc, they can just throw it into Bonner, really slow things down, kind of isolate on him, and if teams double down on him, he's got 4 great three-point shooters setting outside to hit.
You go for the North Stars, 13-9, but they play about as tough a schedule as anyone in the state. Daniel Tillo's the senior. He's one of the best in the state.
He is not only one of the best in basketball, but you look at what he did in football, playing quarterback for the Stars. He is one of the greatest all-around athletes.
Those are just a few reasons that Bedford Drug is a pharmacy with more for you. For your next prescription, personalized service, and much more, visit with Mike and the rest of the Bedford Drug team. They're on Main Street in Bedford.
Have an idea? Let Sideline Sports and Tees put that idea into motion, or at least on a t-shirt, jacket, and more. Sideline Sports and Tees in the Mall of the Bluffs offer custom training for teams, schools, businesses, or just for fun.
Ready for some basketball here in Council Bluffs at the Thomas Jefferson Activity Center as we get set for this matchup between North and Abraham Lincoln. And you look at this game, Ryan, and Lynx coming in the 19 wins on the season. Wait for the flags to get off the court before we get set here for some basketball. Council Bluffs, Abraham Lincoln, and Sioux City North. The Lynx going with Adam Barrett, Trevante Jones, Kyle Crowell, Joe Northup, Tony Bonner. The Stars with Xavier Scarlett, Jalen Billings, Robert Newstrom, Co Noble, and Daniel Tillo. As we get set for this one between the Lynx and the Stars, and you got an Abraham Lincoln team. They're the conference champs against the North team. Again, as we mentioned, trying to get to state for the third year in a row for the Lynx. It's been quite a while since the year 2000.
Yeah, it really has. And you know, Jason Isaacson, the coach for the Lynx, was on that team that went to state in 2000 for Abraham Lincoln. So he knows what it's like to play in a game like this. And for the Lynx, you know, huge. Trying to end that drought for their school could be a fun one.
Getting set for basketball, Abraham Lincoln in their home white. North in the road grays with the red and black. As we got Northup and Newstrom in the center circle and ready for basketball. Abraham Lincoln and North, winner to the state tournament in Class 4A a week from tomorrow on Wednesday. A jam-packed activity center here at Thomas Jefferson. North controls the opening tap. We're underway here in Council Bluffs. As the Stars with the basketball, Jalen Billings bringing it into the front court against a man-to-man defense for Abraham Lincoln. Here's at the free throw line, Newstrom backs it back out. Now Billings out near the center circle, just underway, 15 seconds in. North and Abraham Lincoln. Here's Scarlett on the right wing, covered up by Crowell defensively. Between the circles is Scarlett. Gets it into the right corner, that's Billings. Billings looking around, waits for a screen, comes off the screen, gets to the free throw line, stops there, didn't take the shot. Wanted to. Here's Newstrom on the right wing. Comes inside, back out Tillo. His first touch in the right corner, covered up by Jones here early on. Nothing there for Tillo. They work it around now. Billings. I didn't think we'd see a possession this long the entire ballgame. Here comes North, driving in. Here's a teardrop up, no good, by Billings. And Abraham Lincoln coming the other way. Quickly into the front court is Crowell. Barrett on the right side. Leaves it now Jones between the circles, and they set things up. 55 seconds gone by, no score. Jones on the right wing, passes it between the circles. Now at the high post, that is Bonner, going to bring it out to the right side, Jones. Jones working into the lane, tough runner, rolling around and good. Trevante Jones has the game's first two, and the Lynx lead 2-0.
Got bumped off of his line a little bit, but he was able to fight through the contact, gets up the tough shot, makes it go.
Billings top of the circle, gives it now Scarlett on the right wing. Going to go to the right, further on the right side is Tillo. Tillo gets into the lane to the free throw line, holds up there, back out Scarlett left corner. He'll try a three, well strong. Tillo though with the offensive rebound. He's doubled, brings it back out now top of the circle as we lose the scoreboard on either side. And now North with the basketball, here's Scarlett. 2-0, Abraham Lincoln the lead.
Lost the clock too.
Yeah, we did. We'll speculate. I'm going to go 6.5 to go. Got almost as a college clock. It shows 18-something left. It is 2-0 AL, we know that. To the right wing now. North with the basketball. That is Tillo, and he's bumped and fouled. I think that was, they get Jones on that foul?
Yeah, they did.
So Jones is first. And now I think they got to figure out what's going on at the clock here. 2-0 Abraham Lincoln here in the early going here in this opening quarter as Thomas Jefferson Activities Director Jeremy Stuckenholz looks like he's going to go back into the corner to figure this out. So they're going to bring both teams over to their benches. Early 2-0 lead for the Lynx.
We know for a fact there's not 18:39 left in the first.
Unless we went to a college game all of a sudden.
Well, you know,
that's legal.
The atmosphere here.
Oh, yeah. No doubt about it.
Reminds me of one. But early on, one thing I was interested to see, how's Abraham Lincoln going to defend Daniel Tillo? They go with Trevante Jones on him. Now, Jones drew the assignment of Mitch Moran from Lewis Central in the sub-state final. So, that's kind of the thinking of Isaacson. He's got Trevante Jones, who's a very good defender. And Tillo, at 6'5", he doesn't sit down on the block and park himself on the block. He's more of a guard-type player. So that's why they're going with Trevante Jones on him.
He can.
Yeah.
but chooses not to more often than not. Now they're going to spot it at 6:35. It looks like we got things working. I'm not sure it should even be that high still.
Well, that's about what I have on my iPad.
So you're trying to say that you're right?
I'm close.
Okay. They got the scoreboard at 2-0, so that's good. It looks like we're ready to go. They're going to give the ball to North here on the inbounds play. 2-0 Abraham Lincoln. Just underway here in Council Bluffs at the Thomas Jefferson Activity Center. Left wing now is Noble. Between the circles, that's Billings for North. And now a foul away from the ball called by the near side official. And they're going to get it against. They get that on, let's see, on Northup. So his first for Abraham Lincoln, team second.
Sioux City North spreading the floor out, 5 out. Northup just holding on to the cutter going through the lane.
Right wing a three. Billings off the inbound pass. Too strong, no good. And the rebound by Bonner for Abraham Lincoln. Gives it now right wing Jones. Quickly into the front court. Holds up right side. Links up 2-0. 6:15 to go. Tries at a cutter and it kicks. Trying to get to Barrett. Cutting to the basket on the left side. And one of the North defenders got a foot on it. Stopping play automatically. Abraham Lincoln inbound on the baseline, leading 2-0. 6:15 to go in the first quarter. Jones looking inbound. They'll throw it up to Bonner. He's well off the left elbow. Backs into the lane. Turns, shoots, missed it too strong. And the rebound to Newstrom for North. Now let's to Noble, who brings it into the front court. Gives it now Billings between the circles. Now driving in. Pillow off the window, no good. Tip by Newstrom, no good. Rebound loose. To the floor it goes, and it's tied up. And the ball will go over to Abraham Lincoln with 5:57 to play in the opening quarter. First really good look Pillow's had tonight, and he unable to put it in.
Yeah, but Bonner was doing a nice job just holding his ground there on the block. Didn't really try to challenge Pillow's shot. Didn't try to take a charge, but just was enough of a nuisance there for Pillow to miss the shot.
It's like a 1-2-2 three-quarter court press here for North. Abraham Lincoln breaks it. Got away with a walking transition. Here's a right wing three on the way. It's good. And Northup or Crowell?
That was Crowell.
And Crowell on the triple. AL up 5-0. North now top of the circle. Good start for the Lynx here. 5:38 to go in the first. I'd say more so. The North hasn't scored in nearly 2.5 minutes. Here's Scarlett between the circles. A North team that leads the state in 4A at more than 74 points per game. So the left wing is Newstrom. He'll try a three. Missed it strong. And the rebound Abraham Lincoln in Northup. Now Crowell brings it up the left side for the Lynx. Into the corner is Barrett. Barrett covered up by Newstrom. Gets it into the post. Bonner. Pillow on his back. Turns baseline and puts it in off the window.
A great move down there by Tony Bonner, going right at Daniel Tillow. The little turn back, using the jump shot, using the glass.
Tillow going into the lane. Pull up, 8-footer is good. First points of the night for North and Daniel Tillow. And it's 7-2 Abraham Lincoln. 4:56 to play in the opening quarter. As Barrett slows it up. Still in the backcourt for the Lynx of AL.
So they've got Co Noble just going everywhere Joe Northup goes. They do not want to let Northup get free.
Northup on the right wing. Holds up top of the circle, wanted to go back door, but some miscommunication between him and Crowell, and the ball out of bounds to North with 4:40 to go in the opening quarter.
Now in the game that Abraham Lincoln beat Sioux City North, it was Northup that came up big. He had 21 points in that game, so there's where that defensive effort comes from for Sioux City North.
Justin Neeland, Mike Harriman into the ball game for Abraham Lincoln. Staying on the floor, Jones, Bonner, and Crowell. Here's North. Billings on the right wing. 7-2 Abraham Lincoln. 4.5 to play first quarter. Here's Noble. Back to the right wing is Billings. Top of the circle. Gives way now Tillow on the left wing. Tillow facing. Going to shoot a deep contested three any minute. Daniel Tillow steps out, hits the triple, and North back within 2 with 4.25 to play in the first.
He can create his own shot anytime he wants. He's so big, so talented from the outside.
Bonner, good position inside. Backs in and puts it in off the window. Tony Bonner with 4. Abraham Lincoln leads 9-5 as we hit the halfway point of the opening quarter. Tillow into the front court. Down the left side of the lane, and he's reached in and fouled. Foul on the floor, number 3 on Abraham Lincoln is his team. They'll call the foul against Crowell, his first. I think Crowell or Harriman? They did do Crowell.
Yeah, Crowell.
Third team foul, first on him. As North to inbound on the left sideline. 9-5 Abraham Lincoln. We're just past the halfway point of quarter one. Here's Billings between the circles for North. Billings works it around to the right wing, and it's Tillow. Going to go deeper into the corner, Newstrom. Back out right wing to David Throne, who's into the ballgame. Back to Tillow, right wing 3. Yes. Daniel Tillow. All 8 for North, and the Stars back within 1 with 3:40 to go in the first.
He is a special player. Wow.
Here's a cutter inside. Jones misses the layup. That one stayed on the rim for forever. As Bonner hit Jones down low quickly into the front court for his North. Billings stops. Back out to Tillo for three. No good, too short. And the rebound Bonner for Abraham Lincoln. That one is the most open three Tillo's had so far. Here come the Lynx, Prowl into the front court. Pace starting to quicken a little bit. 3 1/4 to play in the first. Abraham Lincoln leads 9-8. They throw it up to Bonner, opposite block, and he puts it in. North has had no answer for Tony Bonner here early. It's 11-8.
That's a great look. Nobody on the backside. They lead Bonner to the opposite side of the rim. He's able to lay it in easy.
Top of the circle, Scarlett for North. Covered up by Jones. Scarlett off the screen. Holds up there. Top of the circle now is Newstrom. Newstrom into the lane. Tough little runner, put it in. First 2 of the night for Robert Newstrom. And North back within 1, 11-10. 2:47 to go in the opening quarter.
Good look by Newstrom. Tough runner to use, but he uses the left so well off the top of the glass.
Trevante Jones into the front court for Abraham Lincoln. Gets it deep right wing to Neeland. Back to Jones. Out near half court. 11-10 Abraham Lincoln. 2.5 to play in the opening quarter. Trying to go into Bonner. He's doubled. Turns. Looking. Now dribbles. Goes baseline. Left it short. And the rebound to North and Newstrom. Outlets to Tillo. Daniel into the front court for Sioux City North. Tillo holds up. Left wing now Billings. Back now top of the circle. That is Newstrom. Back to Billings, and North sets things up. 2:10 to play in the first quarter. Abraham Lincoln leads by 1. Billings off the screen. The rim blocked away by Bonner and rebounded by Bonner. And here come the Lynx. And a bumping foul on North as Jones was bringing it up the floor in transition.
Great job by Bonner rotating over against the defense. Runner coming down the right side of the lane. Bonner has great awareness. He rotates over, able to swat it away.
Scarlett on the foul, his first. Team's first. Adam Barrett back into the game for Abraham Lincoln. As the Lynx lead 11-10, 2 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Here's Prowl deep right wing. A deep extended zone here for North. To the right corner, Harriman. Gets it back to the right wing, it's Prowl. Back to Harriman in the corner. While Abraham Lincoln leads at 11-10, 1:47 to play in the opening quarter. Working around, deep pass into the corner now. That is Neeland. Works it back out on top to Prowl. Bonner not on the floor right now for AL. The Lynx with the ball in a 1-point lead, and this North just extended zone causing a little bit of trouble here for AL. Here's Neeland left corner. Back out on the wing is Barrett. Back to Neeland, working around. 1:26 to go in the first. Lynx leaded by 1, 11-10. Barrett back to Crown deep right wing. Into the corner. Back out Barrett left elbow. Into the corner Neeland. Fakes the 3. Puts it on the floor. Gets to the rim. Too strong off the window. Offensive rebound Harriman. Put back. No, but a foul. The senior reserve, Mike Harriman, steps inside and gets fouled after the offensive rebound, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, Harriman not a big offensive threat for this AL team on the season, just averaging a little under 3 points per game, so anything they get from Harriman's bonus.
The foul on Throne is first, team second. Harriman to shoot 2, first is good. So these are only his 13th and 14th free throw attempts of the season. That one right through, though. That makes it 9 out of 13. As Jones back onto the floor for Abraham Lincoln, joining Barrett, Harriman, Northup, and Neeland. Lynx lead by 2, 12-10. 1:12 to go first quarter. Second free throw rolls in. Harriman made both, and Abraham Lincoln leads by 2, 13-10, 70 seconds to play first quarter. North into the front court. Scarlett into the lane, lost it. Ball to the floor. Tillo had it, lost it. Barrett coming the other way for Abraham Lincoln. Close up. Now he's trapped. Taken away. North the other way, and a block for the foul as well. Oh, Jones went up, thought he had all ball against Newstrom, but the foul is called, and Newstrom shoots 2 for North.
I think Newstrom was trying to throw that one down. He went up with both hands strong, and I think that's what earned him the foul call, was because he was going up so strong.
That's number 2 on Trevante Jones in the foul column with an even 1 minute to play in the first quarter. Kind of a slow start to this game. Definitely picked up these last couple of minutes. Free throw up and good from Newstrom. The senior, who averages 15 a game, now has 3. Is Bonner back into the game for Abraham Lincoln. And for North, Trent Wilson checks in for the first time. Reserve post, a junior. Second free throw by Newstrom is good. 69% foul shooter, put both in, and North within 1. 13-12 with 59 seconds to play in the first quarter. The 4A sub-state final here at the Thomas Jefferson Activity Center. Between the circles is Barrett. Back to a man-to-man for North. Barrett still just dribbling around. Gets it now on the right wing to Harriman. Harriman looking into the corner, Neeland. Dribbles up to the wing. Nothing there. Back to Barrett between the circles. Left wing now Northup. Northup, a deep contested 3. Missed it in and out. And the rebound chased down by North and thrown. He brings it into the front court. 32 to go in the first. Into the left corner, Scarlett. Scarlett looking around, down low, shot up, good. That's Newstrom again. He has 6, and for the first time tonight, North leads 14-13 with 21 seconds to go in the first. And Barrett slowly into the front court for Abraham Lincoln. 15 seconds to go first quarter. North with a 1-point lead, 14-13. Barrett between the circles with 10. To the right wing now, that is Northup with 7. Northup goes baseline, gets to the rim, puts it into the foul. An impressive move by Joe Northup. His first points for the night and a chance for a 3-point play for Abraham Lincoln.
Great job by Abraham Lincoln of isolating Northup over on the right wing. He really hasn't been able to get a lot of touches tonight, and he gets that ball on the right wing one-on-one with Tillo. Goes all the way to the rim. Real strong finish.
They get Tillo on the foul, his first, team's third. And Joe Northup, a 63% free throw shooter. Does a little bit of everything for this Lynx team. Has a chance here at the line to add to those 2 points. He does, right through on the free throw. And Abraham Lincoln up 2. And now it's before North can inbounds the basketball. Josh Krabby into the game for the first time. Going to give Northup a seat. 16-14 Lynx, 4.7 seconds left in the first quarter. North just going to throw it up towards Tillo. Daniel into the front court with 2. Tillo, pull up 3. Missed it. And that brings us to the end of 1 here in Council Bluffs. Abraham Lincoln leads it by 2. 16-14 over North. Second quarter after this on KNA 960 Shenandoah.
Many athletes believe in pre-game rituals, but the most successful athletes make Howard Clothing and Sporting Goods a part of their preparation. Whether it's Under Armour apparel, name brand athletic shoes for every sport, or practice shorts, pants, tees, and hoodies, we have you covered from head to toe at Howard. Plus, we offer apparel from your favorite high school or college team and a large selection of menswear. That's Howard Clothing and Sporting Goods in downtown Shenandoah.
It happened so fast. My 4-year-old wasn't feeling well Friday evening. By eating on Saturday, he was really sick. We thought about taking him to the ER, and then remembered George C. Gray Community Hospital's walk-in clinic opens at 9 a.m. every Saturday morning. We made the 20-minute drive, saw the doctor within a half hour of arriving, and my son received the medication he needed.
George C. Gray Community Hospital is ready to see you on Saturday morning from 9 till noon. No appointment necessary. Just walk in. George C. Gray Community Hospital, Hamburg.
Ready for quarter 2 of this Class 4A Sub-State Final. Abraham Lincoln leading North 16-14 as we start quarter 2. Ryan, pretty high intensity basketball as we expected there in the first 8 minutes.
Yeah, both teams still trying to settle in, I think, and find their groove, but both teams did there towards the end of the period. It should be an exciting rest of this basketball game.
Newstrom gets left alone at the free throw line, shoots and hits it. Newstrom and Tillo have combined for all 16 in this game for North, and we're even. Tillo has the first 8, Newstrom has the last 8. They're 2 leading scorers. Doing it early. Long pass into the front court. Northup for Abraham Lincoln. Gets top of the circle. Northup puts it on the floor. Backs it back out now. Covered by Noble. Bounces it out of the right wing and Nealon. Into the corner. Into the post. Bonner. Stern shoots. Scores. Tony Bonner has 8. And Abraham Lincoln back up by 2. 18-16.
They just keep feeding it down low to the big guy. When he's feeling it like that, he's really hard to stop.
Tillo nearly lost it. Picks up his dribble. Gives way now to Billings left wing. Billings on the left side. Abraham Lincoln leads by 2. 7-12 to play in the second quarter. Tillo, little wide bit off on the baseline. Backs it back out now. Noble deep left wing and North resets. Scarlett between the circles. 7:03 to play in the second quarter. Abraham Lincoln leads by 2. 18-16. To the right wing is Scarlett. Looking around, waiting for the offense to move. Gets it to Newstrom, top of the circle. Over to Billings now on the right wing. Into the right corner, Tillo. He'll fire the 3. Yes. Third 3 of the quarter, of the half, for Daniel Tillo. He has 11, and North back up by 1, 19-18. Crow into the front court for Abraham Lincoln. Now Jones gets into the lane, that's Nealon all the way to the rim, lays it in, and North head coach Cody Fisher is not happy and calls the timeout as Abraham Lincoln goes up by 1, 20-19, 6:35 to go in the second here on KMA.
Crop Production Services is committed to providing their customers with the best products and services needed to grow the best crops possible. CPS does this one farm at a time, one customer at a time. So visit with one of their representatives in Westboro, Coyne, Percival, and Essex, and learn how they work with their customers to provide the best in service and value. CPS will work with you before the growing season and clear through harvest. Crop Production Services with locations in Westboro, Coyne, Percival, and Essex. The best products to grow the best crops.
6:35 to play in the second quarter. Abraham Lincoln with a 1-point lead. 20-19 over Sioux City North here in this 4A Sub-State Final. Brian Clark, Ryan Matheny with you here at the Activity Center at Thomas Jefferson High School. A standing room only crowd here at TJ. They got guys into the corners watching this game. North on the left wing is Billings. Going to work it into Tillo in the post this time with a much shorter Jones on it. Tillo, double team comes, goes opposite side. Scarlett, his shot is blocked. Scarlett able to retrieve it though on the right wing. Scarlett in the lane attacks again. Nice up and under move and puts it in for two.
Nice job by Scarlett. After having the shot blocked, just goes right back at it. No fear. Going right to the rim, lays it in.
And North back in front, 21-20. 6 minutes to go, second quarter. Abraham Lincoln Barrett needs to get it across. Now he's stripped and has it stolen. Billings the other way, and they're going to wave off the shot. A foul away from the ball before the shot. Scarlett had the steal from Barrett. Barrett then pretty much shoved Scarlett. I think he's kind of fortunate he didn't pick up an intentional foul there. Missed the layup, North did anyway, but now they have to inbound. The 15th foul on Abraham Lincoln. The number 1 on Adam Barrett, who goes to the bench. They've done a pretty good job against that North pressure, really, until that point right there. North's going to fire it all the way into the backcourt. Billings, and he'll walk it into the front court for North. The Stars lead by 1. 5:47 to go, second quarter. Off a screen is Scarlett. It's a cutting Newstrom on the pick and roll. Tough shot. No, he traveled. I thought they were going to give Newstrom the foul and give him 2 free throws. He thought so as well, but a walk is called. And the ball back to Abraham Lincoln with 5:43 to play in the second. The Lynx right now with Crow and Neeland in the backcourt. North of down in the middle. That pass knocked away out of bounds. It'll stay with Abraham Lincoln. Noble knocked it away. Bonner's on the floor with Harriman right now for the Lynx. We trail by 1 with 5:36 to play in the second. Looking for their first state bid in 15 years. It's been Sioux City dominated, the Western half has, at the state tournament for quite some time, including North the last 2 years. High post Harriman. Back out on Northrup, trying to get it inside. Knocked away by Tillo. Able to save it to a teammate, Noble, who's trapped. Gets out of it, and now gives it back to Tillo. 5:20 to play in the second. Down floor Newstrom on the block. Back out now Scarlett baseline. Spins and walks. I think Newstrom got away with one before that. They call it on Scarlett. And the ball back to the Lynx. 5:16 to play in the second. North leads by 1.
Yeah, I think you're right. Both teams getting a little fast here. I know both teams want to play fast, but I think that possession just a little too quick for North and getting out of control.
Abraham Lincoln into the front court. Bonner about 35 feet from the hoop. Hands off now to Crow. Pull up. 16-footer on the baseline. In and out, no good. Rebound and a tie-up. Bonner and Newstrom tied up. Ball stays with Abraham Lincoln on alternate possession as the Lynx bring Barrett back into the ball game.
Good effort there by Bonner going after that rebound. He really didn't have much of an angle, but just got his arms up there. Was able to tie up the basketball.
They would have let him play another half second. He would have had the rebound because he had, as the whistle blew, able to jerk it away from the North player. Barrett to throw it in. He's going to throw it up to Bonner left wing, right back to Barrett in the corner. Barrett going to bring it back out. Here's Crown between the circles on the left side. 4:55 to play till halftime. Sioux City North leads it by 1. 21-20 over Tulsa Bluffs Abraham Lincoln, who will represent the western half of the state in the 4A state tournament. Crown has it taken away from him. North coming the other way. Billings, left-handed layup is good. Abraham Lincoln Crown wanted a foul. Billings gets the takeaway, and North has its biggest lead, 23-20. Long pass into the front court for Northup for Abraham Lincoln. Northup into the middle, Harriman, and now we're going to get a holding foul on North as Harriman caught it inside. Going to get that on Scarlett? It is. That's his second. It is number 2 on Scarlett. And Abraham Lincoln, the inbounds, as Scarlett now takes the seat. David thrown back into the game. 23-20 North, 4.5 to play second quarter. Abraham Lincoln looking inbound. Here's a left corner 3 on the way. Missed it too strong, and the rebound chased down by Noble.
A great job by Sioux City North. They've gone to this zone, and it's really packed that middle in, made it tough for Abraham Lincoln to get the basketball into Bonner.
And now we got a foul on Abraham Lincoln. They get that on Barrett on the ball. They did. So Barrett picks up his second foul. They let him play the first 6 or 7 minutes. Now a little more touchy with the calls here of late. And that's the 16th foul on AM. Right wing now, North with the basketball. That's Noble with it. They're going to swing it back around to the left wing to Billings. Back to Noble right wing. He'll take a 3. In and out, no good. And the rebound Northup for Abraham Lincoln. That was just the 11th three-point attempt of the season for Co Noble. He's hit 3. He missed that one. Abraham Lincoln out of the right wing, Northup. Back to his zone here for North. Swinging around left wing, Crown. Skip pass, a dangerous one, but it gets into the hands of the intended target in Northup. Back to Barrett, 3:43 to go in the second. Trying to get it inside, knocked away out of bounds. Who's it going to be with? It's going to stay with AL off of Tillo. I think that pass was initially deflected by Newstrom. And then Tillo and Barrett Tillo and Bonner going for it underneath. It was off of Tillo.
And great battle going on down low with Tillo. His job right now in the middle of that zone is just to not let Bonner get post position.
How about Northup cutting to the basket, lays it in. Nice play on the inbounds, gets Joe Northup a look inside, and Abraham Lincoln back within one. Tillo into the front court for North. Left wing Noble. Gonna get it to Billings. Low pass. Billings able to get possession of it. Back it out to Newstrom, back to Billings, and North sets things up. 3:20 to go in the second. North of on a 1-point lead. Tillo back to the basket. Swings it around now left corner. Here's a jumper on the way. That's good. David Throne's first 2 of the ball game, and North back up by 3, excuse me.
Good
3:10 to go.
Good ball movement there by North out of the double team on Tillo. He swings it opposite side, and they swing the basketball around the textbook.
Nealon top of the circle for Abraham Lincoln. Holds it up. Couple defenders running at him. Now Nealon into the lane. Falls down, and now the travel call. North crowd wanted it about a second earlier. But they get the call on Nealon, and the ball back to the Stars with 2:58 to play in the second quarter.
Lost his footing going into the lane. Maybe looked like he got bumped a little bit, but he goes down to the ground.
Post is Newstrom. Back out to the right side, Billings. 2:25 to go. It's AL zone doing good work. Here's an open 3, though. Good. David Throne with back-to-back buckets. And North leads by 6. 28-22 with 2 1/4 to play in the second.
North's such a great three-point shooting team, and AL went into a 2-3 zone. It's leaving these shooters open.
Harriman into the front court for Abraham Lincoln. Backs it back out now. Crowell. Lynx need an answer here as we come down here 2 minutes to play till halftime. As North has opened up a 6-point lead. They try to go inside to Bonner. Bonner catches, shoots, missed it, but a foul. Good position inside Tony Bonner, and he has a chance at the free throw line.
That's going to have to be how AL gets Bonner involved in this basketball game. Against this zone, AL can't do what they were doing early on, which is, throw it to a wing and then get it down into Bonner. Against this zone, you have to be a little bit more creative. That time they go the high-low look from the high post. That's where it starts.
2 free throws for Tony Bonner, a 65% free throw shooter on the season. First free throw right through. 9 points for Bonner tonight. And the Lynx within 5, 28-23 with a minute 57 to play till halftime. One more free throw for AL 6'8 junior big man. Second free throw. Rolls in. In and out on the rim, off the square, and down for the point. 28-24, just like Tony Bonner drew it up. Here comes Xavier Scarlett. A little bit of full court pressure here for Abraham Lincoln. Tillo into the front court now for North. 1:45 to go till halftime. The Stars lead it by 4. Billings between the circles. To the right wing now is Throne. Covered up by Nealon. Throne penetrates back to Tillo. They'll bring it back out to the right wing Scarlett, and the reset will North. Lower scoring than I anticipated. 28-24. But this one might. The winning team has scored 80 in both regular season meetings. We still may get there. Left wing now Throne. North working it around with a minute 20 to go in the second. Back to a man-to-man for Abraham Lincoln. Here's Scarlett, deep left wing. Covered up by Crowell defensively. And now Scarlett, and they call a foul on Crowell. 30 feet from the basket. Number 2 on Kyle Crowell.
A tough foul for Crowell to pick up. North just spreading things out, trying to go one-on-one, and really not too much of an attacking motion from Scarlett. But Crowell bumped him enough, and that's him into the free throw line.
17th foul on Abraham Lincoln, number 2 on Crowell. So now Crowell, Jones, and Barrett, their 3 starting guards, all with 2 fouls. 1-1 here for Scarlett, a 62% foul shooter on the year, makes the first. And one more, of course, North's senior guard. 29-24, Stars lead it, minute 14 to play second quarter. Second free throw, missed it short. Offensive rebound, Newstrom, putback is good. Newstrom's into double figures, and North leads by 7, 31-24.
Huge possession there for North. They were able to turn that into a 3-point possession.
And now Newstrom called for the reach. He thought he had the swipe and the steal from Nealon, but they call Newstrom for the foul. That's his first. 6th team foul on North. So Abraham Lincoln inbound on the left sideline as Co Noble checks back in for the Stars. Scarlett sits with those 2 fouls. Abraham Lincoln inbound with 1:03 to play till halftime, trailing by 7. Here's Neeland out near half court. Comes over to the right wing, Harriman, top of the circle. Left wing now, Crow, a deep three, well strong, and the rebound Tillo for North. Tillo brings it into the front court, and looks like head coach Cody Fisher wants one shot here for North with 48 seconds to play till halftime. So Jalen Billings will stand there with the basketball as Abraham Lincoln sitting back will let him do it.
Well, it makes sense for them. They're up by 7, so you're going into the locker room at worst scenario, you're up by 7, and they get the basketball to start the second half.
A 12-4 run for North at this point after Abraham Lincoln had gone up by 1. Still 25 seconds left. Now the Lynx attack a little bit on defense. Now we'll back off. And Billings still out near half court, still 20 seconds. North students start clapping. Let's see if they can keep that up for 15 ticks. Now the dribble for Billings, deep right wing. I think he wants everybody to clear out. Right wing with 10. Billings still with the dribble with 8. Billings still out near half court with 6. Billings still out near half court with 4. Tillo right wing. One dribble. Back to Billings. 24-footer at the horn. Just strong. And that brings us to halftime here at TJ. A good end of the second quarter for the Stars from Sioux City North. And they lead it by 7. 31-24 over Abraham Lincoln at halftime. Our halftime report from the Thomas Jefferson Activity Center starts next. You're listening to high school basketball on KMA 960 Shenandoah.
America has become a health-conscious nation, and with more and more people doing things to becoming healthier and stay that way. That's why so many people go to their local pharmacy for health products. Oakland Pharmacy offers a full range of vitamins, non-prescription medicines, cold remedies, and convenient items for you and your family. When it comes time to have a prescription filled, you can always count on your local pharmacist to do it right. Take your next prescription to Oakland Pharmacy in Oakland.
The Malvern Trust and Savings Bank still offers the stability that comes with a third-generation family-owned bank, and they are still focused on serving their community and the success of their hometown. But don't let that stillness fool you. The Malvern Trust and Savings Bank is always moving forward for their customers.
At the Malvern Trust and Savings Bank, we're committed to products and services that banks need to be competitive. But one commitment allows us to be more than just another bank. It's our commitment to people. Malvern Trust and Savings Bank. No branches, but deep roots. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Building. The two go hand in hand. Improving your home leads to building equity. Building a business leads to improving the economy, and the cycle only continues from there. Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah wants to be a part of any building or improving that you might need. Offering quality paint, siding, lumber, windows, doors, plumbing and electrical supplies, and so much more, they empower you and your contractor to do it all. Miller Building Supply Shenandoah, your fix-it headquarters.
Halftime here at the Council Bluffs Thomas Jefferson Activity Center, and the team from across town, Abraham Lincoln, in a 7-point hole, 31-24 against North. As we hit the break, Brian Clark, Ryan Matheny here at the Activity Center at TJ. And Ryan, really the end of that half, North's defense picking up, keeping really Tony Bonner, who was dominant for about the first 4 or 5 minutes, away from the basketball. He has 10 points to lead the way for Abraham Lincoln. But the way it was looking early, looked like he'd have a lot more by this point, and that's really been the key here for North.
Yeah, sometimes it's just a simple switch that can make all the difference, and all it is for North, they switch into a 2-3 zone and just change the way that AL has to get Bonner the basketball, and I think that threw AL off enough out of their offensive rhythm that it made a big difference there. I mean, Bonner in the first quarter, he was getting the basketball at will. I mean, anytime they wanted to get him the ball, they could. In that second quarter, it was a lot more tough to get him the basketball with that 2-3 zone, packing things in the middle, and Bonner did not get the touches he needed. And if Bonner's not getting the touches, they have to knock down shots, and that three-point shot just hasn't been there like it has been all year for AL.
Bonner with 10 to lead the way, and I think that's going to be the key for AL. They're going to have to hit shots, the Lynx are, to get North out of that defense.
Yeah.
I mean, that's key, and they got the weapons to do it, no doubt about it. But Kyle Crow has just 1 3. That's it for him tonight, 43% three-point shooter. Joe Northup has 5 points. He's the next leading scorer for Abraham Lincoln. And then Neeland, Harriman, and Jones with 2 each. Neeland had that layup to put AL up by 1. Coach Fisher for North was pretty upset. That was with probably 6.5 to go. Abraham Lincoln scored just 4 points since that point. For North on the other end, now we were talking during the break, you were saying North not quite as balanced as they would like. Tillo has 11. Newstrom has 10. I'm going to disagree with you. Hear me out here, because Tillo and Newstrom had the first 16, was just those two. Since then, 15 points, and they got David Throne, who only averages 4.5 per game. He has 5, including a triple. 3 from Xavier Scarlett, 2 from Jalen Billings, 2 guys that can score the ball anyway. They've gotten them involved a little bit, and while they haven't scored quite what they're used to points-wise, it's been enough here so far.
Yeah, that scoring starting to balance out a little bit towards the end of the half, and that's where they went on that run. Early on, it was just Newstrom and Tillo doing just enough to kind of keep North in the basketball game, and then when they go on the run, it's everybody else picking things up, and that's going to be key because AL is going to have somebody that is on Daniel Tillo at all times, so that's something that Tillo's used to at this point in the season, but these other guys from North should get a little bit more space to work against this AL defense.
31-24, North with the lead over Abraham Lincoln at the half. More from halftime. As we continue on here on a busy night, we're going to figure out at the end of the night what the state bracket looks like in 4A. We know what it looks like in 1A, 2A, and 3A. Who will those final 8 be? One of them is playing here in this gymnasium tonight, and it's the Stars, leading the Lynx by 7. 31-24, more from halftime here from Council Bluffs after this on KMA.
This is Gary Olson with Pioneer Hybrid in Villisca. John Beam and I have been working with our customers through the growing season, watching the progress and offering new ideas and technologies that you'll only find through Pioneer. We're ready to make recommendations for even better growing season to come. Our customers are telling us that's important. The convenience of doing business with us at Pioneer Hybrid and Nottoway Valley Equipment in Villisca.
The most valuable asset to your business is your people. So invest in your employees and make them even more valuable with help from Iowa Western. The Clarinda campus of IWCC is offering business training opportunities, either in your office or at the Clarinda and Shenandoah centers. From computer training to business and management courses, Iowa Western Community College is your resource for building a more efficient and effective workforce with the people that are already there. Contact the Clarinda campus of IWCC to learn more today.
Have an idea? Let Sideline Sports and Tees put that idea into motion, or at least on a t-shirt, hoodie, jacket, and more. Sideline Sports and Tees in the Mall of the Bluffs offer custom printing for teams, schools, businesses, or just for fun. They also offer licensed college and NFL clothing and novelties. Stop by and see what they already have made up for your school, and some of their custom prints can be done the same day. Located in the Mall of the Bluffs for over 23 years. That's Sideline Sports and Tees, Council Bluffs.
It's a 7-point lead for North over Abraham Lincoln, 31-24 at halftime. Brian Clark, Ryan Matheny back with you here in Council Bluffs. And the ticket in this half of the state right here tonight, I mean, if you just put the boundaries around the state of Iowa, the closest game to here for anybody's over in Des Moines. A lot of people here, as you would expect, and not just from Council Bluffs here tonight as well. It's a 7-point lead for the Stars at halftime. As Ryan, we look ahead to, we talked about that the winner of this game obviously going on to the Class 4A state tournament, the boys state tournament next week. Already have a couple KMA land teams going to be there that will cover, Trainer and Glenwood in 2A and 3A respectively. And I think both of them a decent matchup as could be in the first round. I mean, obviously they're both going to have their hands full. Glenwood will play Williamsburg on Tuesday afternoon of next week, while Trainer will take on Forest City Monday evening of next week. Both of those games on KMA, but should be fun next week to see what those two can do up in Des Moines.
It really should be, and for Glenwood, you got to feel great for the Rams, the way they just kind of turned it on here in the postseason, and you keep that momentum going when you get up to Des Moines. And it seems like the Class 3A tournament every year at Des Moines, there's always teams kind of like a Glenwood that get hot during the postseason, and you've only got to win one less game in 3A to get to the state tournament than you do in 1A or 2A. And for Trainer, that's a Trainer team. They got over kind of that big hump for them during the season, which was losing to IKM Manning. Their only other loss for Trainer, just to this AL team, first game of the season. So the Cardinals getting over that hump, I think they feel like a weight's lifted off their shoulders, and now they can go to Des Moines and just kind of cut loose and play.
We'll see how that goes next week with the boys state tournament after the girls teams we covered go 0-3 with losses to Red Oak, Fremont Mills, and Bedford, finishing up strong seasons, including two great senior classes in Red Oak and Fremont Mills. I'd say the same about Bedford, but we'll say that next year, the great senior classes, they're virtually all juniors, and you got to think they'll be back, or at least have a very good chance to be back there a year from now. We got 16 more minutes to play here in Council Bluffs. Sioux City North leading Council Bluffs Abraham Lincoln 31-24, second half. from the Thomas Jefferson Activity Center after this on KMA.
OSI is considered a premier global food provider by many of the world's leading brands. OSI delivers leading-edge food solutions for product development as well as processing, and much of it is done from their Oakland, Iowa plant. Being a leader in the industry allows OSI Oakland to give back to their communities by sponsoring area high school events, offering special programs for veterans and other community outreach programs. To learn more, visit osigroup.com and search for the Oakland, Iowa location.
Back here in Council Bluffs, getting close to the second half here between Abraham Lincoln and North. And Ryan, you look at this second half for the Lynx. One, obviously they want to get it inside to Bonner, but at the same time, they need a guy like a Northup or a Crowell to step up and be big there on the outside.
Yeah, and that's one of the things they have an advantage with. They have 4 of those guys on the outside between Northup, Crowell, Trevante Jones, Adam Barrett. One of those 4 has to step up and start knocking down some shots, take some heat off the inside, free up that middle to allow Bonner to work.
Kind of interesting for North. Tillo had the first 8 points of the game, and he scored 3 since. He had a 3, I think, very early in the second quarter, and really other than that, he really hasn't tried to do a whole lot. We'll see if he kind of starts to pick it back up here in the second half.
Well, to his credit, he hasn't forced anything.
No.
You know, he could easily force things into possession like that. You know, you wouldn't fault him. He's a 25-point per game scorer, but he hasn't forced things. He's allowed some of his other teammates to step up, and you know, he's recognized this AL defense, which is we're going to put a defender on you, and he's going to follow you everywhere. So to Tillo's credit, he has not forced things.
North with Billings, Scarlett, Tillo. Also with Newstrom and Noble on the floor. The Lynx of Abraham Lincoln going with Jones, Crowell, Barrett, Bonner, and Northup. North ball to start the third quarter. North leading by 7, 31-24. Tillo has it on the right wing. Jones right on him, gets it to Newstrom in the corner. Back now to the right wing is Billings. Just underway third quarter, North by 7. Tillo off a screen, right corner, gets into the lane. Tough 10-footer, missed it strong, and the rebound by Jones for Abraham Lincoln. And here comes Trevante Jones into the front court for the Lynx. Holds up right wing. Now they get it inside Bonner. Good position, lays it in. They were late getting over. That's an easy 2 for Tony Bonner. He has a dozen, and the Lynx back within 5.
Nice job by Bonner running the floor, setting up immediately, and you're right, Sioux City North just did not recognize where he was at, and Bonner gets an easy layup.
Here's on the right wing, Scarlett. Top of the circle, Newstrom works it around now. Billings left wing. Into the post is Scarlett. Waits for a man to go by. Shot blocked by Bonner. Offensive rebound, Tillo. Put back, no, but a foul. And 2 free throws for Daniel Tillo. It's a good job, I thought, initially by Scarlett, getting good position inside. His shot blocked, but Daniel Tillo right there to try to clean up, and he'll head to the line for 2.
Yeah, it was good. Good job by Scarlett just attacking the rim, and then Tillo, you credit him. He sets up at a pretty good spot. He catches that deflection off the rim, gets an easy putback, gets to the free throw line.
The foul on North of his second. Tillo's free throw is right through. So now Abraham Lincoln, all of their starters minus Bonner, their center, have 2 fouls. Barrett, Jones, Crowell, Northup. Those are their 8 total fouls for the game. 1 more free throw for Tillo. North leading by 6. Make it 7. 13 for Daniel Tillo. And the Stars back to that halftime margin of 7 points. 7:08 to play third quarter here in this 4A sub-state final. Bonner deep right wing for Abraham Lincoln to Northup down the right side of the lane. He's pickpocketed. Stolen by Billings. Here come the Stars. Tillo into the front court. Down low, Newstrom lays up. No, they're going to wave it off. He walked with it. 1 step too many for Newstrom. He was kind of in no man's land. I thought he was going to go up and throw it down there on the left side. Went for the layup, and maybe he was thinking the same thing. It took 1 step too many while he was considering it.
Hey, he went up real strong there, but you're right. Just one extra step in transition, gets going too far.
Bonner, right corner, out now Northup right wing. Good close out on him. To the left wing is Jones. He gets a clean look at 3. Missed it strong. Rebound. Billings had it. Lost it. Goes to the floor. North ends up with it in Tillo. Nice chase down by Daniel Tillo. Here come the Stars with 6:37 to go in the third. Tillo top of the circle. To the right side gives it now Billings. He gets to the free throw line. Holds up. Shoots from there. Left it short. Long rebound. Chased down by North. By Newstrom. Now down low Scarlett. He'll shoot the 6-foot turnaround. Too strong. Offensive rebound, Newstrom. Bonner mistimed his jump. Back out Billings, and the Stars reset. 6:18 to go in the third. North up by 7. 33-26. Between the circles, Jalen Billings. Now to Noble. Pass back to Billings. Knocked away, but right into Billings' hands. He has it right wing. Gives way now Tillo. Covered up by Jones. Tillo stops top of the circle. Now to the free throw line, Newstrom. Into the corner, Billings. Against Barrett's defense, and again, North slows it up. 33-26, Stars lead it, 5:50 to go in the third. Billings off a screen. Down the right side of the lane, leans in, nothing there, back to Noble. Now at the high post, Newstrom shoots from there, missed it short. Rebound, loose, to the floor, and Bonner comes up with it for Abraham Lincoln. I thought North was going to get another chance there. Looked like Newstrom was going to get his own rebound. Here come the Lynx. Left wing Barrett. Back now between the circles to Crown. 5:28 to go in the third. North leads it by 7 as Trevante Jones has it between the circles for Abraham Lincoln. To the high post. They look low for Bonner in traffic, and he's fouled on the catch. No basket, which is the right call. Couple guys up there trying to jump with Bonner to catch the basketball, and they call the North foul against Noble. His first, team's first.
Good athleticism by Bonner to go up and get that basketball, just using his length and understanding that he's the biggest guy out there. He should be able to pull that down.
Crowd top of the circle, now Jones. Back to Crowell left wing, a contested three. Missed it off the back of the iron. Long rebound chased down by North and Newstrom. And now he has it taken away from him by Northup, who lays it in on the other end. And Abraham Lincoln within 5, 33-28. Into the front court now is Tillo, and he is bumped and fouled 30 feet from the basket. With 4:59 to play in the third quarter. That foul on Jones, his third.
And Tillo's so good at just using his size and just lowering his shoulder and going into a defender and forcing a defender to make a decision. And he's able to draw a lot of those foul calls.
Tillo back to the basket about 15 feet out on the right side. Into the lane, backs it back out. Newstrom at the free throw line. He'll bring it back out top of the circles. The right wing now, Billings. North with the ball, leading by 5. 4:42 to go third quarter. Here's Tillo top of the circle. Comes off a screen, skips a pass to Newstrom left wing. Gives it back now, Billings left side. Billings to the right side now. Leaves it into the corner. Noble back out top of the circle, Scarlett. Xavier off a screen. Holds up, backs it back out. 4:25 to go in the third. Did not expect this many possessions like this when this game started. The winning team's been in the 80s in both matchups. We're not getting there tonight, barring a crazy last 12 minutes. Or a lot of overtimes. North backs it back out again. Ran some offense.
Both teams content to just run through some of their sets. Both teams playing good defense.
Abraham Lincoln head coach Jason Isaacson off the bench just yelled at the far side, get up. Tillo for 3, no. Bonner the rebound. That was about a minute-long possession for North, and they get a missed 3.
Got to feel like a big victory for AL every time you're able to bleed that much time and come away with a defensive stop.
If they can get a bucket here, this place will go crazy. They've been waiting for something to yell about really since the first quarter and haven't been able to do it. The lead is 5 for North, 33-28, 3:35 to go third quarter. Jones right wing. Into the post, Bonner, about mid-post. Backs it back out left wing Northup. Man in his face, gets it back out to Crowell between the circles. 3:25 to go in the third. Abraham Lincoln the ball down by 5. Crowell puts it on the floor left wing. Still behind the three-point line, Jones. Works it around Barrett right wing. Barrett with the dribble, trying to go to the high post. Northup knocked away. Northup gets it back into the post. Bonner turns, shoots, scores, and 1. And Bonner with a chance at a three-point play for Abraham Lincoln. A great job by Bonner getting inside. North late getting over, and he'll have a chance for 3. Newstrom just picked up his second foul.
Yeah, it was kind of a shot where Northrop was lucky to go chase the basketball down. Almost got poked away from behind, and that North defense just a little over-rotated, allows Bonner some freedom.
So Bonner to try to finish the three-point play, he does. And the Lynx are within 2, 33-31 with 3:10 to go in the third. Into the front court, Tillo for North. To the left wing, here's a corner 3. No good off the back of the iron. Northup had it, lost it. Newstrom, Noble comes up with it, lost it on the way up. Here comes Abraham Lincoln. Jones in traffic. 2:55 to go right wing. Jones gives it back to Crowell between the circles. Good job getting back defensively by North this time. Crowell's going to take a 3. Yes! And the Lynx, just like that, have the lead. 34-33. Tillo into the front court. Holds up. Jones leans inside. And they wave it off. An offensive foul. We go the other way. Scarlett, right?
Yes.
His third. This place is getting a little rowdy.
Just a little bit.
With 2:37 to go in the third. As Abraham Lincoln gets it back, and the Lynx have run off 8 in a row to take a 1-point lead with 2:37 left in the third. And now North going to pick up in the full court. They really haven't been able to do this recently because they haven't scored in a while. Barrett, now Crowell, into the front court, Jones. Jones going to skip it back out to Barrett, deep right wing. Barrett into the post, Bonner, turns, shoots over a double team and scores. 17. The lead is 3 for Abraham Lincoln with 2:20 to go.
Abraham Lincoln knows exactly where they need to go. They go to Bonner. He's the hot hand, and North has no answer for him.
And now Tillo is reached in and fouled as he attacks on the baseline. Jones and Northup were there. They're going to get it on Northup. That's his third with 2:15 to go in the third. And North inbounds on the offensive baseline, trailing by 3. The Lynx have scored 10 in a row. They get it back out now to Billings on the right wing. Covered up by Barrett. 2:10 to go in the third. 36-33 Abraham Lincoln here in this 4A sub-state final. Lynx trying to get to state for the first time in 15 years. On the left wing now is thrown. Into the left corner, Tillo, about 15 feet from the basket. Backs his man down, gets around his man to the rim. Shot and over to foul. And 2 free throws coming up for Daniel Tillo. He might have got away with a little bit of a hook on Crowell, but got inside. I think they're going to get this foul on Bonner. They do. His first. And 2 free throws coming up for Daniel Tillo with about 56 to go in the third.
Tillo goes back to the basket from the short corner and just puts a big spin move on, goes right into the lane strong. Gets fouled hard, but Tillo just going right at the rim.
Tillo's first is right through. The Stars still do not have a field goal in this quarter. Daniel Tillo has 3 free throws. That's it, as Neeland back in for Abraham Lincoln. The Lynx, meanwhile, have 7 just from Tony Bonner. And 12 total. 1 more free throw for Tillo. In and out, no good. And the rebound, Neeland for Abraham Lincoln. The lead is 2, 36-34. And here comes Jones for the Lynx. Into the corner is Barrett. Barrett works it inside Bonner. Good position, puts it in. And the lead is 4 for Abraham Lincoln. 38-34. Here come the Stars. Pass into the corner, nearly knocked away. Billings able to keep possession for North. Seems like danger time here for the Stars. All the momentum here for Abraham Lincoln. Billings left wing with 90 seconds to go in the third. 38-34, Abraham Lincoln with the lead. After they were down 7 just a couple minutes ago. Tillo on top, pulls up, 3-pointer, missed it short. Rebound Barrett for Abraham Lincoln. And he's going to slow it up with 1:15 to go in the third. Barrett into the front court in traffic. Backs it into the left wing. That's Jones, goes baseline and a foul called as Trevante Jones puts the ball on the floor. North foul on the floor is called against Newstrom, and that's his third. And now a timeout by North head coach Cody Fisher. 1:11 to play third quarter. The Lynx leaded by 4 on KMA.
Bank anywhere, anytime, with any device at PCSB Bank with our mobile banking app. Convenience is now at your fingertips as you can view balances, track spending, transfer funds from one account to another, and more, anywhere with your smart or iPhone. Download the free PCSB Bank app at the iTunes App Store or Google Android Market. Please be aware that message and data rates may apply. Please contact your cellular provider for additional details. Our family serving yours at PCSB Bank. Member FDIC.
We said the Lynx need to find a way to get the ball back inside to Bonner. They've done so. He has 9 just in this quarter, which still has 1:11 to go in the third, and Abraham Lincoln has outscored North in this quarter 14-3, and they lead at 38-34. Lynx basketball coming out of the timeout in the corner. Jones looking inbound, gets it into Barrett between the circles with 1:08 to go in the third. 38-34 Abraham Lincoln. Here's Jones between the circles. To the left wing now is Neeland. Those two work with Barrett, Bonner, and Crowell, as the Lynx content to run some clock here with 55 seconds to go in the third quarter. Are they going to hold for 1 here?
They might. They get the basketball to start the fourth.
With a 4-point lead. Would never have expected we'd be in the 30s here in the third. Here's a near steal by North. Noble got a hand on it. Still 41 seconds. Now Barrett nearly loses it. Able to get it back here to Jones. Jones between the circles. Nearly lost it again, and now a timeout by Abraham Lincoln head coach Jason Isaacson. Not happy with how that offensive possession was going. 34 seconds to go in the third. Lynx lead it by 4.
The 2015 truck event is going on now at Red Oak Chrysler. Ram trucks are ready to work for you with a variety of engines, transmissions, and features to choose from. The Ram 1500 is built to deliver on every job, even with their sophisticated comfort and work-ready durability. Stop by Red Oak Chrysler for more information. 1907 North Broadway in Red Oak, or anytime at redoakchrysler.com.
38-34, Abraham Lincoln leading North. 34.3 seconds to play in the third quarter. This has just been a dominant last 3 or 4 minutes here by the Lynx. trailed by 7 at halftime, and now lead by 4 with a half minute to play in the third. North does not have a field goal, just 3 free throws here in this third quarter, all by Tillo. Right wing Jones, that extended zone, nearly got lost it. Barrett goes baseline, still with 20. Barrett right wing, back out Jones, head of the circle with 17. Left wing Nealon. Nealon working it around against some pressure. Here's Jones now with 12. Jones, back to Nealon, left wing with 9. Into the lane, back out Jones for 3. Missed it strong, rebound, North had it, lost it. We go to the floor for it. Still loose in the corner with 1. AL picks it up and can't get a shot off before the quarter ends. Abraham Lincoln crowd wanted a foul on North before the shot, but we've completed 3 here in Council Bluffs. The Lynx lead it by 4. 38-34 as we head to the fourth on KMA Shenandoah.
You may have noticed a lot of activity at Red Oak Fabrication. That's because they're in the process of adding 1,800 square feet of retail space. Their Carhartt line is expanding and will include boots, eyewear, kids apparel, gun cases, backpacks, and bags. Plus, they've added muck boots for kids, ladies, and men to their inventory. And don't forget their signature customized metal art signs. Red Oak Fabrication will stay open through the remodeling process, so see the progress at 306 North 3rd Street, Monday through Friday from 8 until 5 o'clock.
A great shopping experience includes 2 things, a great selection and great prices. You'll find both at S&S Appliance in Clarinda. In fact, they currently have the largest inventory in Norm's history of owning the store, with incredible deals including closeouts and financing to make your purchase as easy as possible. So if you've been thinking about new high-efficiency appliances, now is the time to act on those thoughts at S&S Appliance on the southeast corner of the square in Clarinda. Find out more at ssapplianceclarinda.com.
Ready for quarter number 4, 38-34. Council Bluffs Abraham Lincoln leading Sioux City North in this 4A sub-state final. It's Lynx basketball to start the fourth period with a lineup of Jones with Crowell, Northup, also Harriman and Bonner as a pass to the wing knocked away out of bounds by the North defense. 7:52 to go in the fourth. Brian Clark, Ryan Matheny back here to jam-pack Thomas Jefferson Activity Center. Into the post, Bonner gets up, missed the shot, got his own rebound, put back good, and a foul. And Bonner, who has been just dominant here in the second half with a chance for 3.
Wow. I mean, Tony Bonner's just been he's been unstoppable. Sioux City North has no answer for him down low. They have nobody that can guard him. And even if he misses a shot, he can go up and get his own rebound.
Fouls on Newstrom. That's his 4th with 7:46 to go. And Tony Bonner, 21 points, 11 here in this half, and we barely played a quarter. You were saying go to Bonner. I was saying he needs some help. Go to Bonner has been the case. And their defense has been fantastic here in the second half. So Bonner to try to finish the 3-point play. In and out, no good. On the rebound, Tillo for North. So the lead is 6. 40-34, Abraham Lincoln. Billings driving into the baseline. Does North up the tempo a little bit here? This game has been at a much slower pace than I think anybody anticipated. Let's see what the Stars try to do. Billings left wing. Looking around, covered up by Crowell with the dribble. Trying to get it to Tillo, but Jones won't let him have it. Deep left wing around Noble. He'll bring it back on top. 7:20 to go in the fourth. North, Tillo, a crazy shot inside. Missed it, got his own rebound. Put back Noble to foul. Daniel Tillo. Not sure what he was doing with that first shot, but he got it back, put it up, and is on his way to the free throw line.
All he was trying to do was get to the free throw line. I mean, that's all he's really trying to do at this point, to try to take some air out of the gym and stop the clock and go to the free throw line where he is pretty good.
Second foul by Bonner. First free throw by Tillo is good. He's a 79% free throw shooter on the year, and now 4 out of 5 tonight. All in the second half from the line. He did not have a free throw attempt in an 11-point first half. So the lead back to 5. Make it 4. Tillo makes both. 40-36 AL. 7:15 to go fourth quarter as the Stars pick up the full court man. Jones says, clear out everybody, I can take Billings. He does. Into the lane, holds up there, and brings it back out top of the circle. Handoff Crowell between the circles, covered up by Scarlett. Crowell off a screen, and they're going to call a moving screen. Harriman was moving. I don't know how there's enough contact to make that a foul call, though.
Well, what Harriman was doing there is he kept trying to shuffle out to try to find the defender to set the screen, and the defender got just enough of him with the blow the whistle. And
here comes North, down by 4. Harriman's first foul. 6th team foul on Abraham Lincoln. North has 5. Left corner, Tillo. Wanted the step back 3. Instead goes to Noble in the corner. Not Noble, Throne. Now left wing Billings to Tillo. Step back 3, and now we have a foul, an offensive foul, a moving screen the other way on David Throne.
All Throne was doing there, he was just a few feet in front of Tillo and just trying to move his body to shield off the defender. He made contact while he was moving. That's a foul.
40-36. Abraham Lincoln the lead in the ball. 6:40 to go in the fourth. Lynx need to get it in against North pressure. They get it into Bonner in the backcourt. He came all the way from the front court to get the basketball. Now he'll give it to Crow, who clears off and will try to take Billings one-on-one. Into the post, Bonner. One dribble, inside, lays it in. That North pressure has been pretty good, but they've left themselves open underneath. North into the front court. Scarlett to the rim. Missed the shot. Bonner might have got a piece of it. Crow the rebound for Abraham Lincoln. And the Lynx lead by 6 with 6:17 to go. Long pass down floor. Inside, layup, no! And the rebound out of bounds. It'll go to North. Oh, Justin Nealand, wide open at the doorstep. North got there just as he put it up, and he just missed it. That could have made it an 8-point game. Here come the Stars with 6:05 to go. Tillo top of the circle. Tillo spins into the lane. Tough runner, no. Got his own rebound. Puts back, no. Rebound Abraham Lincoln. Tillo wanted a foul on the second one, definitely didn't get it. Long pass down floor, Northup. Holds up, skips the pass into the corner. Fakes the 3, does Nealand, and Abraham Lincoln resets. With 5:45 to go in the fourth, the Lynx the ball in a 6-point lead. Crow out near half court. Top of the circle now and knocked away into the backcourt. Retrieving it back there is Jones. 5:35 to go in the fourth. Lynx the ball in a 6-point lead. Crow deep right wing is fouled. Scarlett a little too close on the defense. That's number 4 on Xavier Scarlett. And the 7th team foul on North sends Abraham Lincoln to the line to shoot the 1-and-1 with 5:31 to play.
Well, you said we wonder if Sioux City North would speed this game up. I think they're trying to, but AL's doing a nice job of slowing things down on the offensive possession. I don't think AL takes any kind of shot unless it's a wide open shot or unless it's Tony Bonner taking something down low.
Kyle Crow to the line to shoot the 1-and-1, an 83% free throw shooter on the year, but he missed it. And it really wasn't close. Here comes North the other way. Noble to the right wing now are the Stars. Top of the circle, Tillo to the right side. Pull up, 8-footer, lots of contact, no foul. He missed it. Rebound picked up by Abraham Lincoln. Crow from his line on his stomach, able to outlet it. Here comes AL with numbers. Northup underneath. Bonner, layup, no! Probably should have been a goaltend. I thought North at the backboard. A deep 3 by Crow, no good. Rebound by Northup, and he's fouled. Really kind of an unfortunate foul there for North.
They're calling an offensive foul on Northup.
Wow. I have no idea how you can call that on Northup. Northup went up for the basketball, came down, and tripped over a North player laying on the ground. I have no clue. And it's his 4th. And we walk to the other end, and it's free throws here for North.
I'm with you. I have no idea.
And Coach Isaacson was off the bench. He wasn't happy initially, and then he's just telling his kids, okay, calm down. We're up 6. North headed to the free throw line. Noble to shoot the 1-and-1.
You can't let this affect you. You can't let this stop the run.
Free throw no good. Jones the rebound for Abraham Lincoln. And so it doesn't hurt the Lynx other than it picked up the 4th foul on Northup. Jones into the front court. 4:57 to go. AL by 6. And now a timeout by head coach Jason Isaacson. 4:54 to go. 42-36. Abraham Lincoln here on KMA Shenandoah.
Qualifications and rules apply. See institution for details.
I just changed banks. Have you ever considered switching?
No, I don't need to switch. I just got them to lower my monthly service fee to $8.
Service fee? My bank doesn't charge service fees.
Introducing free Kasasa checking. No monthly service fee, plus cash, music, or extra savings, and refunds on ATM charges. Try Kasasa.com. K-A-S-A-S-A.
Kasasa is carried locally at TS Bank. Member FDIC.
The 6-point lead for the Lynx of Abraham Lincoln, 42-36, 4 minutes, 54 seconds to go in the fourth quarter of this 4A Sub-State Final. North was up 7 at halftime. The Lynx had a big third quarter, really a big last half of the third quarter. Outscored the Stars 14-3 in that fourth period. And now this really seems like the part of the game where either AL is going to pull away or North is going to make this very interesting here over the next 2 minutes or so. AL the ball up by 6. Jones into the front court, lost the ball. We go picked up by North. Here comes Billings into the front court. Scarlett attacks. 6-foot runner off the window, no good. And Bonner with a nice strong rebound for Abraham Lincoln. It's a good look there by North in transition, just didn't get it to go. Into the corner, wide open 3, no good. Long rebound by Barrett on the weak side though for AL. And the Lynx reset with 4:25 to go. Jones on the right wing. Holds up, skips a pass over to Crowell left side. Down low Bonner, one-on-one with Tillo, and Tillo blocked his shot. Rebounded by North. Here come the Stars. Billings, 12-foot runner, in and out, no good. Rebound AL and Crowell. He's doubled, dribbles out of it, and is coming the other way down the left side. Crowell, his own 8-foot runner, no good. Rebound North. This is more what we thought this game would be like. Here comes North the other way. Tillo, a left-wing great block by Jones, and they call a foul as well. And Tillo to shoot 3. The foul looked clean up top. There must have been contact down low.
Yeah, that's what they called it. The official comes over to the scorer's table. He calls it with the body. It was definitely clean up top. But Jones just coming in must have nicked the hip of Tillo.
So Tillo, a very good free throw shooter to shoot 3 here, could make this a 3-point game with 3:58 left. And that's the 4th foul on Jones. First free throw, in and out, no good. 42-36 Abraham Lincoln. 3:58 to go. 2 more free throws here for North's senior star, Daniel Tillo. Second free throw's right through. Northwood back into the game for Abraham Lincoln. Neeland sits. I think we're back to the starting 5. We are for the Lynx. Stars have been starting 5 most of the night and are right now. That includes Scarlett and Newstrom with 4 fouls. Tillo's third free throw is good. 2 of 3. And North within 4, 42-38, as we're just past the halfway point of quarter 4. Abraham Lincoln in the backcourt, now Barrett. Dribbles through a double team. Third man comes at him, gets by him. Barrett to the left wing, to Bonner in the corner. Bonner puts it on the floor. Pass knocked away, almost went in. And a foul on Abraham Lincoln. Going for the basketball, Barrett fouls Tillo. And back to the free throw line goes Daniel Tillo. So a 1-and-1 here for Tillo. 9th team foul on Abraham Lincoln. 3:45 to go in a 4-point game, 42-38. One and one. Tillo misses the free throw. Bonner the rebound. So the lead stays 4 for the Lynx with 3:40 to go. Here comes AL. Jones has his ball, has the pass kicked away. Xavier Scarlett kicking it right to himself, and now a timeout has been called. 3:37 to go. Lynx leaded by 4 here on KMA.
Producers know that when the combines roll, it's time to start weaning calves. And at UFMC, they have the knowledgeable staff to offer excellent weaning programs customized to fit your needs. UFMC has locations in Ruddock, Stanton, Villisca, Corning, Essex, Shenandoah, and Farragut. So there's always someone close by and ready to serve. When it comes to weaning, let the experts at UFMC help.
Experience Northwest Missouri State University. At Northwest, students take challenging coursework from faculty who know their names and enjoy unique hands-on learning opportunities. Students have more than 150 student organizations to choose from. They cheer on champion athletic teams and academic groups. They graduate at a higher rate than their peers, and they work and study all over the world. Be challenged, be noticed, be involved, be successful, be a Bearcat. Learn more about Northwest Missouri State University at nwmissouri.edu.
3:37 to go. Abraham Lincoln trying to hang on to a 4-point lead and get to the state tournament for the first time in 15 years. They had a big run in the third quarter to take the lead, and now just trying to hang on to it. They're going to need some more baskets, though. Here's a near steal by Newstrom. Barrett left wing for Abraham Lincoln. Into the corner now. Going to pass it back out, and it's stolen by Scarlett. Scarlett down for Newstrom. 2-on-2. Leaves it Noble. Right wing North trying to get inside. Back out Scarlett left wing. Scarlett hesitates to the baseline. Nothing there. Back out to Billings left side and back to Tillo. Between the circles, and Tillo bumped and fouled. Northrup on the foul, and he's done. With 3:13 to go, Joe Northrup the senior star for Abraham Lincoln, has just fouled out.
And that's just all Daniel Tillo trying to draw that foul. He's making a conscious effort of that, going right at Northrup. He does that little shoulder duck and leans in, wants to create contact. He's a big-bodied individual, and he's successful in doing that.
North still doesn't have a field goal in the second half. Daniel Tillo is 7 of 9 from the free throw line. That's all of their points. Make it 8 of 10.
Wow.
They have 8 points in this half with 3:13 to go, and they're still only down by 3.
8 points was a good minute for this team through most of the season.
They had some 8-point minutes. Second free throw, right through. Tillo hit them both. North within 2. 42-40. 3:12 to go in the fourth in this 4A sub-state final. Into Barrett. He's doubled. Barrett somehow gets by the double team and floats one up to Crow into the front court. 3:05 to go to the post. Bonner turns, shoots, blocked by Tillo. Bonner gets it back. Shot. No. Tillo the rebound. And here comes Daniel Tillo with 2:57 to go. Right wing Billings lost it on the way up. I think he was trying to shoot it, brought it back down, and just lost the basketball. And here comes Abraham Lincoln. Crowd trapped in the backcourt. Gets it to Jones. 2:45 to go. Jones nearly lost it, and now a foul on North. And a 1-and-1 coming up for Trevante Jones. With 2:44 to go in quarter number 4 in this 4A sub-state final. That foul on Billings is first. Harriman's been in for Northrop, who just fouled out a little bit ago. 1-and-1 here for Trevante Jones, a 71% free throw shooter. First is good. And the lead 3 for the Lynx with 2:44 to play.
Jones has been big on the defensive end tonight for Abraham Lincoln's had a little bit of foul trouble, but now gets a shot to contribute on the offensive end.
Second free throw, missed it, and the rebound Newstrom for North. So it stays a one-score game. 43-40, 2:39 to go in the fourth. Tillo right wing. And now Northrop, who's been defending Tillo, obviously can't do it since he's fouled out. Billings, Noble on top. Come down to 2.5 to play. North with the ball down by 3, 43-40. Tillo, right wing. Skips a pass to Newstrom. One dribble into the lane. Pull up, 6-footer, and he hit it. That's the first North field goal of this half, and it brings them to within 1 with 2:18 to play.
Nice athleticism by Newstrom. He gets up and around the big arms of Tony Bonner, floats it in.
2:10 to go. Still in the backcourt is Crow. Deep pass down to Barrett, left wing. 2:06 to go in the fourth. AL the ball up by 1. Bonner in the paint. Goes opposite block. Harriman, who wasn't ready for it, saves it right to Billings. Here comes North. Billings behind the pack, lays it in. And North has retaken the lead. 44-43 with a minute 54 to go. Jones is fouled. Billings with the blocking foul in the backcourt. His second, 19th foul, and another 1-and-1 here for Trevante Jones with a minute 51 to go.
What an exchange there for Sioux City North. Bonner gets a good look on the block, tries the wraparound pass. Harriman not looking. It allows North to get out in transition, something they have not been able to do. And we see why they're so fluid out in transition.
Jones to shoot the 1-and-1. First is right through. We're tied at 44. This lead for North that they just had was their first since 33-31 in the third. Lynx had built the lead as high as 6. Second free throw by Jones is good. He hit them both, and Abraham Lincoln back in front. 45-44 with a minute 49 to play. Into the front court, Tillo for North. Now to Scarlett, off a screen top of the circle. Minute 42 to go. North the ball down by 1. Trying to get inside, stolen by Harriman. They were looking to go to Tillo. Gets it to Jones. He's trapped on the backcourt. Got away with a carry as he brings it into the front court. Coach Isaacson jumping up in the air wanting a timeout call, and just now gets it with a minute 30 to go. Let's take it as well. Lynx up 1, 90 seconds left on KMA.
At Cornerstone Bank, we take pride in offering our customers friendly and personal service. You are greeted by a staff whose main goal is to serve you and your banking needs. We offer products that are convenient for you. Our online banking consists of free bill pay and mobility, our mobile phone app that gives you the same features as our online banking, including bill pay. Our deposit accounts include our simple checking product that carries no monthly fees. Cornerstone Bank in Clarinda, where personal banking is still personal. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
90 seconds left in regulation. 45-44 Abraham Lincoln. What a ball game we've had here so far tonight, Ryan.
They couldn't ask for any more for a sub-state final. not the type of game that I think we anticipated seeing. Maybe this score in halftime for these two teams, but both teams have kind of played that chess match back and forth. Tony Bonner's been incredible. Daniel Tillo picking things up for Sioux City North when the offense wasn't there, and we're in for a fun final 90 seconds.
It's Abraham Lincoln ball coming out of the timeout, leading by 1:30 to go in the fourth. Jones in the backfield. Jones down to the front court. Remember, Northrop has fouled out for Abraham Lincoln. Jones hands off, Crowell deep right wing. He is trapped in front of his own bench and has it taken away. Ball to the floor, picked up, and a timeout granted to Abraham Lincoln. Scarlett had the steal. Diving in was Jones and got the basketball for just long enough where Coach Isaacson's granted a timeout. And Ryan, Abraham Lincoln gets a break there and holds possession here with 1:18 to play.
Oh, that was incredible effort from Trayvonte Jones. You said it. Scarlett got the steal. Ball was still a little loose on the floor, and Jones just came flying from nowhere. And he's going to have some burns on his knees from that one. I mean, he went diving across the floor and just got enough of it, shielded his body, like recovering a fumble in football, allows Isaacson to get the timeout. So now Abraham Lincoln's out of timeouts. That could come into play with North's pressure. Having a little bit of problem if they can't get the ball across half court. They don't have that safety net. But incredible effort by Trayvonte Jones to save that possession, give Abraham Lincoln more time to run the clock.
In a standing room only crowd here at the Thomas Jefferson Fieldhouse, it's Abraham Lincoln trying to get to state for the first time in 15 years, clinging to a 1-point lead, 45-44 with 1:18 to go here in the fifth. North trying to get to their third straight state tournament. And as Ryan mentioned, AL is now out of timeouts. North still has 3. Any foul either end is double bonus. Right wing Jones for 3. No good. Rebound, North. What a shot that was. If he hit it, it's huge. Instead, North gets possession back. Tillo into the lane. Leaves it out to Scarlett. But back up Newstrom as we go under a minute. North with the ball down by 1, 35-44. Top of the circle, Tillo with 55. Tillo on the floor, left corner, Scarlett. Backs it back out. And he'll bring it back out to the wing with 50 seconds left. North with the ball down by 1. Billings right wing for the Stars. Now to Tillo. Tickles with 42. Tillo to the free throw line. To the right corner. Billings for 3. Yes! And a timeout called by North. A Jalen Billings triple with 36 seconds left on the Stars of a 2-point lead. 47-45 North here on KMA.
The name Taylor Pharmacy may seem self-explanatory. The pharmacy works for prescription skills. That's not the health
Timeout. North does exactly what they want to do. Get it into Tillo. He gets fouled immediately. Goes to the line. Misses both free throws from a guy who shoots nearly 80% from the line. Their senior leader and one of the best players in the entire state. Abraham Lincoln comes down. Barrett, who hasn't scored all night, but he's a 36% three-point shooter, gets a wide open look at three. Missed it. AL gets another chance from Jones. He can't put it in. And the Stars celebrate a third straight trip to state and Abraham Lincoln's dream season.
Just an incredible basketball game on both sides. I mean, an incredible effort. You credit Sioux City North for fighting through the adversity in the second half. The offense wasn't there. And for AL for jumping out and making such a big run at this here in the second half. And if you're AL, you had some opportunities down the stretch to get this thing tied or win it. And they just came up a little bit short. Barrett got a really good look at three, and then the subsequent tip in by Nealon was a pretty good look. And for AL, just falling just short here at the end. This one's going to sting a little bit.
19-4 for Abraham Lincoln, and that's the understatement of the year. Sting a little bit with that one. I mean, you get a team in North, your rival right up the interstate, in a game here to get to state. I mean, when the draw came out, AL had been thinking, yes, we don't have to go to Des Moines to try to get to the state tournament. They get it here. They get it in their own backyard across the city, across town at Thomas Jefferson. But North, and you give the Stars some credit here in that second half. Abraham Lincoln's defense, for the most part in that second half, was incredible. They held Sioux City North to 16 second half points and a grand total of 3 field goals. But the last 2, and the big one, that 3 from Jalen Billings, that gave North the lead with about, 34 seconds left.
Any team that could hold Sioux City North to 16 1/4 would be happy. And for AL's defense to come out and show up like that and hold Sioux City North down in the second half was incredible. But you're right, Daniel Tillo, he drives the lane, collapses the defense, kicks it out, and Billings steps up and delivers, just a sophomore, a 34% three-point shooter, and, he drained it, and he knew it was good coming off his fingers, and, that did it for Sioux City North. They got the lead, and they were able to just hold on, do just enough down the stretch to win.
It's just incredible. You get a game like this, and, there were Lynx fans, as we're here on their side, stunned, I think is the right word. There were fans still standing 4 and 5 minutes later, just, in shock, really, the big part of that, but big night for Tony Bonner. 24 points to lead the way for Abraham Lincoln. He's just a junior coming back for AL. And you look at the starting lineup, Northrop's a senior. They didn't have him down the stretch the last 3 minutes and change. That obviously hurt, but this is a team with head coach Jason Isaacson. 4 juniors in the starting lineup. Obviously, Northrop's it's gonna hurt to lose him. Mike Harriman, who played several good minutes tonight, he graduates as well. The Lynx team probably not going anywhere, though, in the Missouri River.
Oh, this is the team you got to circle for next year. You have Nealon, who played a big part in this team. He's just a junior. So this is a team that I think could play a lot faster, even faster next year. when you add Nealon to the mix, and you've got a great guy in Bonner who's going to give you 20 and 10 almost every night out. So this is an AL team that I think they'll be happy to not have to face Daniel Tillo at all next year for Sioux City North.
Them and the rest of the Missouri River Conference, although Daniel Tillo will get one more shot at state, as will the Stars, and they're 3 seniors. Tillo had 20. No field goals in the second half for Daniel Tillo. He had all 9 of his second half points from the free throw line. He missed 2 late. I mean, just unreal that he misses those 2, but AL can't get a shot to fall there at the end. Robert Newstrom had 12 points, 10 of those in the first half for North. And then it was their role players. Jalen Billings, 5 points in the fourth quarter. He had 7. David Throne with 5. Xavier Scarlett with 3. North improves to 14 and 9 and moves on to the state tournament, and will play in a first-round game a week from tomorrow at Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines. Abraham Lincoln season comes to an end at 19 and 4. Bonner, the only Lynx in double figures with 24. Joe Northrup had 7, 6 from Kyle Crowell, 5 from Trevante Jones, and 2 points each from Justin Nealon and Mike Harriman. So that concludes our tournament trail coverage. We'll be back next week covering Trainer and Glenwood at the Boys State Basketball Tournament. Hope you've enjoyed it as much as we did tonight. North, a wild one over Abraham Lincoln to get to the state tournament for the 3rd year in a row, 47-46. You've been listening to high school basketball on KMA 960 Shenandoah. Good night from Council Bluffs.
Thanks for joining us tonight on KMA 960 Shenandoah for this boys Class 4A sub-state final between Abraham Lincoln and Sioux City North. It's been brought to you by Sideline Sports and Tees.